In this class, we're going to go over questions on arithmetic progression. Okay, let's start with the first question. We are asked to find the nth term of the sequence 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. Okay, now I want you to remember that the nth term of an arithmetic sequence tells the order of that sequence, you understand? So, for example, the general nth term of an arithmetic sequence is given by this formula, Tn. Okay, let's start with solution. The general formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression is given by this formula, Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by b. Okay, now we are asked to derive the nth term of the sequence that we are given. Don't forget, in the sequence, the first term is what? The first term is a. Okay, and a is what? Is 3. You understand? And the common difference, are you paying attention? The common difference is the difference between two successive terms in the arithmetic sequence. Okay, these are the sequence that we are given: 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. We are asked to derive an nth term for this sequence. It's simple, okay? All you have to do is that just pay attention. This is the general formula for the nth term of any arithmetic sequence. Are you paying attention? Now, in this sequence, the first term is what? Is 3. So, A is 3. Are you paying attention? Now, we have to know the common difference as well. You see, before you can derive the nth term of any arithmetic sequence, it is very important that you know, number 1, A, the first A, and the second, you must know the common difference. You understand? So, let us find the common difference of this arithmetic sequence. The common difference refers to the difference between two successive terms in our arithmetic sequence. Look, for this, I'm going to take the first term is T1, which is A. The second term is T2. The third term is T3. The fourth term is T4. The fifth term is T5. So, if I want to take any two successive terms, I can choose maybe the first term or the second term. I can choose maybe the third term or the fourth term. I can even choose the second term and the third term. You understand? So, now the difference is equals to either T2 minus T1. Okay? So, don't forget that T2 is 6. So, I'm going to have 6 minus T1 is A. A is what? 3. So, I'm going to have 6 minus 3. 6 minus 3 will give us 3. You understand? So, you can see that the difference is 3. You can also choose any of these. You can choose either the T3 or T2. You understand? Just say 9 minus 6. You understand? That will be 3 as well. And you can also choose T4 and T3. That will be T4 minus T3. That is 12 minus 9. That is also 3. You understand? So you can choose, provided that the successive term that you choose, the terms that you choose is successive, you are still going to get the same common difference. You understand? So, and I told you in our previous class that when we talk about successive terms in arithmetic progression, we are talking about the terms that follows each other. For example, the second term and the first term are successive terms, you understand, because they follows each other. After the first term came the second term, you understand. So another one is T2 and T3. T2 and T3 is a successive term. The term that follows the second term is third term, you understand. So that is a typical example. Okay, so having gotten the common difference, you can easily determine the nth term of the arithmetic progression. All you have to do is that just substitute the value of A, which is the first term, and D, which is the common difference, into this nth term formula, you understand, to get the nth term of the sequence. Okay, so here I'm going to have Tn, the nth term is A. A is now 3, so I'm going to have 3 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 3, because D is also 3, you understand? Okay, for this I'm going to have 3 plus 3n minus 3, because if you open this bracket using this 3, I'm going to have 3 times 3 times n, that is 3n. 3 times negative 1, that is negative 3, you understand? So here I'm going to have 3n plus 3 minus 3. 3n plus 3 minus 3, that will be what? 3n. So the nth term of the sequence is 3n. You understand? The nth term of this sequence is 3n. Do you understand? So that is the solution to that question. So anytime you are asked to find the nth term of any sequence, the first step is that you have to first know your A. You understand? A is the first term. You understand? And if you know your A, then you find your common difference. You understand? The common difference is the difference between two successive terms in the arithmetic progression. You understand? In the arithmetic sequence. Okay? So when having known those two parameters, then you remember the nth term, the general formula for the nth term of all arithmetic progression, which is this. You understand? Then you substitute the value of A and D into the formula to get the nth term of that specific sequence. Okay? So that is the solution to that question. Okay? Let's have another question. We are asked to show that 2, 7, 12, 17, and 22 is an arithmetic progression, and we are asked to find its nth term. That is question 2. Okay? This is question 1. Now, okay, so how do we show that the arithmetic progression, okay, let me write it out. We have 2, 7, 12, 17, 22. We are asked to show that this sequence is an arithmetic progression. And we are also asked to find the we are asked to find the nth term. Now, please pay attention. See, what is an arithmetic progression? Arithmetic progression is a type of sequence. Remember, in our first class, I defined this for you. Arithmetic progression is a type of sequence whereby the difference between the two successive terms in the sequence is constant. You understand? Listen to the definition again. You see, before to solve this question, the solution is in the definition of that of arithmetic progression. You understand? Arithmetic progression is a type of sequence in which the successive term differs by a constant common difference. You understand? Now, look here. We are given how many terms? This is T1 or A. This is T2, second term, third term, fourth term, and this is the fifth term. Now, to check whether this is an arithmetic progression, they must have a constant common difference. You understand? Because an arithmetic sequence or arithmetic progression is a type of sequence in which the difference between two successive terms of the sequence differs by a constant common difference. You understand? Any sequence that have a constant common difference is called arithmetic progression. You understand? So, to be sure that this sequence is an arithmetic progression, they must have a constant common difference. You understand? So we are going to take it step by step. We are going to be taking each two successive terms. You understand? Now, let's start with the first two successive terms. The first two successive terms is A and T2. That is the first term and the second term. So let us take the difference. Difference is equals to T2 minus T1. T1 is also the same thing as A, don't forget, okay? I represent it as A because in our nth term formula, it is usually denoted as A. You understand, okay? So here, I'm going to have 7 minus 2, which is what? 5. Is that not it? Yeah. Now, let's try another, the second successive term. Let's try this. Now, let's proceed to third term and the second term. The difference is also the same thing as, okay, let me write it here. Difference can also be expressed as T2 minus T3 minus T2 now. T3 minus T2. So here I'm going to have 12 minus 7, which is also the same thing as 5. So we can also have T4 minus T3. 17 minus 12, 5. You see? Yeah, let's try T5 minus T4. That is 22 minus 7. Here I'm going to have 5. You can see that the common difference is 5 for the difference of the two successive terms. What I did is that I take two successive terms on the arithmetic sequence and I find the difference. Then I discover that the difference is constant. They have a constant common difference, which is what? 5, 5, 5. You can see. So this sequence is an arithmetic sequence. How do I know? Because an arithmetic sequence is a sequence. Arithmetic progression is a type of sequence that have a constant common difference. Okay? So that is the solution. We are done with the first question. Okay, let me call it A. Now, the second question says we should find the nth term. Now, remember the first solution that we did. to get the nth term of any arithmetic sequence, the first step is that you have to know your a. Then you determine your d. You understand? Now, in this arithmetic sequence, the a is what? A is 2. Okay? And d, you have already computed the d. The common difference is what? Is 5. You understand? So now remember that the general formula for the nth term of arithmetic sequence is what? Tn equals to a plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Now, what you have to do now is just substitute the value of a and d into this formula. Okay, so I'm going to have Tn is equals to 2 plus n minus 1 multiplied by d. Okay, so here we are going to have 2 replace this d with 5. So I'm going to have multiplied by 5. So open this bracket using this 5. I'm going to have 5 multiplied by n. That is what? 5n. Then 5 multiplied by negative 1. That is what? Negative 5. So I'm going to have negative 5 here. So I'm going to have the nth term is equals to, now collect like terms. 2 minus 5. That is negative 3 plus 5n. So the nth term of this arithmetic sequence is 5n minus 3. That is the nth term. You understand? So anytime you are asked to find the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, the first step is that just find the value of your a, get the value of your d, then remember the general formula for the nth term of an arithmetic sequence, then substitute the value of a and d into that formula. By so doing, you are going to get the nth term of that specific arithmetic sequence. Okay, so that is the solution to that question. If you have any question, let me know in the comment section. Okay, so that will be all for this class. See you in the next class.